So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what I'm going to be investing all my coins into now I've gone and sold on the 92s and 93s, now which Nola's out. So just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch for the cheapest trading guides out there for just £4, €4, all free with Amazon Prime. You'll receive daily trading and investing guides covering PlayStation, Xbox and PC with an array of methods covering all budgets. And I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million in multiple different FIFAs, and now for the last 4 years I've made 10 million coins in just the first month. So now that Janola is out, we are going to be selling on our 92s and 93s, and I guess even the 91s. They've had a bit of a mixed bag, but we're going to go into something that I think will do a little bit better. Now, these cards are anticipated to keep rising through the week, especially as we do anticipate an Icon SBC this week. But what I want to do is I want to go into something I think will get me, it's a bit more effort to go and sell, but it should get me better return on investment. So yeah, we're selling on some of these, some of the high rated players just because we want to go into something else. And what is that thing we're going into? Well, we did cover it in a previous video, but we're going to go into a little bit more depth in today's video, and that's basically buying 86s. Now, if you haven't seen the recent video, which is called Go All Into Cheap Fodder, basically it is me talking about how 84s, 5s, 6s and 7s do really well every other week. This can be demonstrated right here where it did really well that week, didn't do that well that week. Didn't do that well that week, did well the previous week. We can see this carry through to 85s where they did well 2 weeks ago, didn't do well this week. Did well 4 weeks ago, didn't do well the week before. So basically they do well every other week, and this week is that week where they do well. So we're going to go and invest in the likes of 84s to 86s. But in today's video we're going to be talking about something a little bit more specific. And that is buying 84s to 86s who are out of packs. So what do I mean by that? Well, obviously if someone has got a promo card, you can't go and pack the gold card. So for example, you've got the Foot Fancy Team 2, you can't go and pack these guys' gold cards, right? You'd be absolutely fuming if you went and packed a gold Dembele when a Foot Fancy Dembele is out. Which means that gold Dembele is not in packs for a week. And because he's not in packs for a week, it means that the card becomes rarer and rarer and rarer, and it rises and rises as the card becomes rarer. Now, not necessarily every card rises out of packs, because I compare cards rising out of packs like leaving children at the supermarket. Some kids will be missed by their parents if they leave them at the supermarket, and as a result they'll go back to the supermarket because they want to go and get their kids. But some kids are not really that desired, and as a result you could leave them at the supermarket and you wouldn't really realise because you don't really care that much. And that's just like stuff going out of packs. So for example, let's go and grab last week's team. So Konate, for example, is Konate being used in SBCs? No. Is Konate being used in generic SBCs? No. Is Konate being used in Weekend League? No. And as a result, there is zero demand for this guy at packs. Even though he's out of packs for 7 days, he went from 700 coins and he rocketed all the way up to 765 coins. Insane. So not every card does well out of packs. Now obviously last week was one of the weeks where Fodder doesn't do that well out of packs, but imagine there's maybe someone like Caloglu still could have done okay. So he went out of packs on Friday, 7.2. Went up to 8k. Again, like I said, high rate fodder only does well every other week, and last week was one of those weeks where it doesn't do well. But what you can see here is Caloglu, someone who's using upgrade SBCs, has risen out of packs, whereas Konate, who's not used for anything, hasn't risen out of packs. So what we're going to do is we're going to merge the whole players rising out of packs with the 84 to 86 investment. Because let me show you guys how it works. So, like I said, this trend works every 2 weeks. So what I can do is I can show you someone who wasn't in packs 2 weeks ago, which is going to be Foot Fantasy Future Stars Team 2. Because this would have been a week that worked. Now, annoyingly for us, Future Stars is a promo all about low-rated players because they're young, so there really wasn't much fodder in this. But the one fodder player we have to look at is the likes of Batcher, because Batcher is an 86. And what we're going to go and do is we're going to go and show you how do Batcher compare to someone who wasn't out of packs. So, Batcher we can see right here, before she went out of packs was 9.9k, right? She was 9.9k, before she was even leaked, I think, to go out of packs, she was 8.6k. So 8.6k on the 13th of February. Kim Little, another bit of fodder, on the 13th of February was 8.3. So she was 8.3 on the 13th, and Batcher was 8.6 on the 13th. So we can see that she was 300 coins more because you know, she was either leaked or anticipated to go out of packs. Even if we look like a day later, we can see that she was up at 9k. We can see that Kim Little was up at 8.6. So we're paying a small premium for Batcher, right? We're paying a little bit more. But the relevance here is that Little, when she went up because of demand, you know, being used in SBCs, she only went up to 12k. But what did Batcher do? Batcher went all the way up to 17k. So Little went up 4k, whereas Batcher went up 7k. So even if you're paying a premium of 1k, so again, we could literally be paying, again, Little could be 8.3k, and Batcher happily could be 9.3k. Because she went up nearly double what Kim went up, is basically more efficient to buy someone who's out of packs at a small premium rather than buying someone who's in packs because they don't have as good of a rise. Because what happens with Batcher is consistently she's being put into SBCs, but she's not being resupplied on the market. And because she's not being resupplied on the market, her card, again, just it becomes rarer, and because it becomes rarer, it becomes more expensive. So why do we talk about this trend? We talk about this trend because FUT Fantasy Team 2 has just a plethora of fodder that is out of packs. We've got ourselves Martins, 84, Miedeminer, 86, Chiesa, 84, Stanway, 84, Diaz, 84, Dembele, 86, and I believe... Oh, and then in the leaked to come today, we've got Orban, 83, not very good, but Gundogan, 86, which again we're saying is the prime fodder. So, what are we saying? Well, I don't really like the looks of some of these because, again, Gundogan's about to go out of packs today. He's 8.2k. For the same rating, Dembele, 11k. We're not going to go into Dembele. Diaz at the moment, 84, 2.8k. 84 is at the moment at 1.8k. It's a little bit comparable to that Stanway who didn't do really well. So we don't like the likes of Diaz because he's already 1k more than 84s. Stanway, again, already 1k more than 84s. We don't like the look of buying her card. Chiesa, 1.4k more than 84s. Don't like the look of buying that card. Miedeminer, again, 9.6. I mean, Gundogan's literally going out of packs today, so no thanks on her. We then got Martin, again, like a K more than 84s. Not going to go on to her. And then that wraps it up. Literally, Gundogan goes out of packs today because he's in the mini release, and that's again, they've changed it, and for some reason he's an SBC. And you are generally paying for Gundogan, I think go cheapest by rating, you are paying 400 coins more for someone who's out of packs for 6 days. Now again, 86s are expected to do really well, but Gundogan out of packs should perform even better than those who aren't out of packs. Now there is an argument to say, well, because he is in the mini release, you would have had all the packs yesterday supplying him, which didn't supply the other 86s. But because the other 86s are literally 1.4k or more than Gundogan, Gundogan, again, should perform the best. What we're doing on this account is, again, we're getting out of these high rateds and getting into the 86s, because although the high rateds will rise, they're not going to go up probably 30% in the next 3-4 days, whereas the 86s are highly anticipated to go up 30k. Personally, for the Gundogan, I've been buying them no more than 2.4k. Obviously, when this video comes out, it's going to bring a lot of hype to going buying, a lot of saturation in buying one player. But, just being transparent with what I buy, really. Again, I wouldn't really pay above, let's say, 8.5k because you've been able to buy them for that all the other times. And again, even if you can't go and buy Gundogan, just take this into the future. Every 2 weeks, fodder does well. So if fodder's going out of packs, you can either buy it before it goes out of packs. The plan of action is to go and sell these Gundogans on the Thursday because that's when fodder peaks and it's 24 hours before he goes back into packs. That is generally about it. It's a pretty simple trend. We'll see you guys, I guess, in a few days' time showing you how well the Gundogan investment went. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.